An Xbox exec has just teased exciting things coming in 2026. This was in direct response to a fan asking about OG Xbox titles and Game Pass. Now, that's not something you say lightly. While it's only a hint, it raises a bigger question. Is Xbox preparing to bring its legacy library back into focus? Today, we'll break down what was actually said and why this could be part of a larger strategy to reinvest in Xbox history, just as Microsoft doubles down on ecosystem-first gaming. And I also want to go over what OG games we could see, what we'd like to see. Let's jump into it. All right, so here's the headline. This is the headlines across multiple. This is the headline over at purexbox.com. Xbox Exec Teases exciting plans for 2026. When asked about OG Xbox titles and Game Pass, I can't confirm or deny what you're asking. This comes from Jason Ronald. He's the next gen VP of next gen, right? It's super cool title. He says, what I will say is I can't announce anything today, but in 2026 is the 20th anniversary of Xbox, and we want to celebrate the great history and legacy we have with Xbox, as well as defining our future, blah, blah, blah. So I can't confirm or deny what you're asking, but stay tuned. Can't confirm or deny, but stay tuned. Now, in my opinion, I mean, that's obviously a vague response. He's obviously kind of avoiding the answer there, but I do think that it would benefit Xbox. There's been a few of these teases that have happened. I think Microsoft and Xbox rarely comment on OG Xbox content. So I think they're working on something. I do. I think it would be a good thing too. I think reintroducing more OG Xbox games as remakes would be huge. We've seen the success that the Final Fantasy VII series has had. We've seen how well Halo Master Chief Collection has done. Even Rockstar has just reintroduced a Red Dead Redemption for the next generation of consoles, updated 4K resolutions, etc. I think it benefits you to bring back these great games, your history, and introduce them to a new audience. I think it absolutely could be huge. Fable is one. We know that Fable is getting a reboot right now, and it's in development at Playground Games. But imagine revisiting the original Faithful. The original Fable, Old Faithful. Imagine revisiting it. I think you could offer this nostalgic. It would offer this nostalgic, like, hey, you don't know about Fable? Jump into Fable, and it would be this companion to the reboot. I think fans still love it. It's one of the top talked about games. They love its charm, its humor, its unique take on morality. I think it's ripe for a modern upgrade. I would love to see that announced next year. That would be huge. This video is sponsored by something that I actually helped build, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys because I hit that wall myself, and it's called the reset. There was a point where I realized that something was off in my life. I work from home, I play games, I make content, but I still feel and felt completely alone, surrounded by screens, but nobody's actually there. I don't interact with anybody. So I worked with a licensed therapist to figure out how to break that loop. I implemented those steps, I tested them, and from it came the Reset Toolkit. It's a free one-page guide that helps you get unstuck when life starts to lag. Grab it for free right now at theresetgg.com. That's theresetgg.com, or hit the link below. Sign up for the newsletter because when life lags, sometimes we need to hit reset. A huge one that we've seen and is on Game Pass. The original 360 versions are on Game Pass. That's Knights of the Old Republic. This was in development, we know that, but is hit delays. It's no longer an Xbox exclusive. I don't think it needs to be, but it can be on Game Pass, which would be absolutely huge. I think Xbox could pursue a spiritual successor and revisit KOTOR here. I think that bringing this back and dating it would be huge. We've got games like Crimson Sky, obviously that would be huge. We've got Jade, which I never played, but I know a lot of people that like Jade Empire. It's an action RPG. It's like a cult status kind of game. It's one of BioWare's lesser-known titles. Redoing that, bringing it back. Brute Force is one that I was a huge fan of. It's a squad-based third-person shooter. It got mixed reviews at launch, but it kind of also developed this cult following. I think you could completely reimagine it and bring it back as a Game Pass hero shooter. Fusion Frenzy. Man, I can't talk today. Fusion Frenzy would also be huge as Xbox's answer to Mario Party, and I had a blast with that game. Bring that game back. Re-jump that series. We know Lego's doing it. Why not? Re-jump it? Dead or Alive 3 is another one. Dead or Alive's not gone anywhere, but you could bring back Dead or Alive 3. Would be good. Ultimately, I think focusing on OG games is not about them reviving nostalgia. It's about leveraging legacy content that would really help set Game Pass apart. I think it would also support the handheld ecosystem. I'm a huge fan. In fact, I have... Let me unplug it.
I don't understand a word you just said.
Oh, no. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Here's my ROG Xbox Ally X sitting on my desk, ready to play right here. It worked. These would be great on handhelds. I think you would help reestablish brand identity rooted in the original titles here and bringing them back to life, which could be huge. So it's more than just fan service, because obviously this move would be huge fan service. I think it could be more than fan service. I think it could be strategic, and I think it could help set Game Pass apart. I think it could help reestablish the Xbox brand for both old players and new players. If you guys watched the Fortnite 0 Hour, go watch it. It's the last season end of Fortnite, and they brought back all of their IPs that they had. I mean, you're in there with Superman, you're in there with The Simpsons, with Transformers, and what really stood out, first of all, nobody could do what they're doing. They absolutely crushed it. It was a spectacle. But what really stood out is they went after everybody. Everything was in that. Every IP going after adults, teenagers, kids, people in their 20s, going after younger kids than that, younger generations, with things like, what's the Monster Hunter? The Korean Monster Hunter, pop star Monster Hunter? I can't remember the name of it. I'm not a kid. I know my kids love it. Whatever. The Korean Monster Hunter show. But the point is, Fortnite goes after everybody. I think Xbox could do the same thing with these remakes. I don't think they would just be about people who first played them. I think you could also utilize them to go after kids. Kids are eternal. Kids don't go out of business, and if you bring these back in a way that when you know the original Xbox gamers as kids loved them, why not? I think you could do that again. I think you could reboot the Xbox. Not reboot it. You're not rebooting the Xbox brand, but you're really adding you're adding your brand. You're solidifying it in Game Pass. I would love to know what you guys think. Did we miss any games there? What games would you like to see redone? Do you think you could leverage these titles to make Game Pass even better? Do you think you could leverage it to introduce them to new players? Or do you think they should just leave it alone and go after new titles? Let me know in the comments below. Again, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. My name is S1 the Gamer. We drop videos like this all the time right here. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.